I get asked a lot, how do you spend a typical day in retirement? What do you do all day? So I thought I'd share a day in my retired life. My typical day starts after a good night's sleep. I wake up slowly and naturally without an alarm clock, usually around 7 o'clock in the morning. Then it's coffee time. I enjoy a slow coffee drinking session. It's my favorite time of the day. I like to read, browse YouTube and the internet, and check my emails while I'm enjoying my coffee. I'll spend an hour or more drinking my coffee. Then I'll eat breakfast. My favorite breakfast is zero sugar Greek yogurt with blueberries. Yogurt has protein, probiotics, and calcium. Blueberries are full of nutrients and antioxidants. Then I'll head out for some exercise. A nice hike when the weather is good is my favorite. A couple days a week I drive to a nearby mountain to hike. There's nothing like the warm sun on your face, the sound of the wind, and the feel of the trail under your shoes. Hiking is one of the best ways to get exercise. It's a great workout. When I get home from hiking, I usually water my flowers and check my garden. I love petunias because they're so easy to grow and they're hard to kill. I get volunteers from last year that reappear each year too. I had some strawberries to pick this morning. Gardening is therapeutic. There's nothing better than eating produce you grew yourself. Farm to table tastes amazing. Then I'll often get something cooking in the crock pot. I like to meal prep my lunches for the week by doing this. It saves time and money. Here I'm making my crock pot chicken. This will provide lunches for me for the next week. Next thing you know, it's time for lunch. This is my garden. I thought I'd try making a lettuce wrap for lunch today. I'm growing butter lettuce this year. I'm going to try putting tuna in a leaf of lettuce. When I've meal prepped lunches ahead of time, that's my favorite, but today the crock pot won't be done until later. I try to be low carb. This is tuna I'm putting in the lettuce leaves to make little sandwiches. I hope it's good. I like to change up my lunches so I'm not eating the same thing every day. It was actually really good. Next, I head out to run an errand. I'm in my car. I just got to the grocery store. I heard somewhere you're not supposed to record videos while you're driving, and I'm a rule follower, but I'll see you on the other side. Going grocery shopping at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekday is the best. The stores are so much less crowded. My introverted self is in heaven. After I get home and put the groceries away, it's on to the next thing, usually time to work on a home project. I've been working on redoing my flooring for several months now. I'm removing the staples that held the carpet pad down. This is my least favorite part. I love that I'm able to do this by myself, but I can only work on it a couple days a week. It's so hard on my knees. I watched several YouTube videos where people removed the carpet tack strip with a shovel. It works great. Then I don't have to get down on the floor as much with a crowbar. It's tongue and groove luxury vinyl plank. I'm working on my bedroom floor here. When you get to the end of a row, you have to cut the plank. So I go out in my garage and use my jigsaw. It makes a mess. It took me a while to get the hang of it. I cut the wrong end a couple times, but I feel like a pro now. It's almost like a puzzle how you have to fit the ends together. You have to do it at a 30-degree angle or it won't work. It's very satisfying doing it by myself, and I'm saving a ton of money. I've been sleeping on my mattress on the subfloor for 2 weeks while I've been working on my bedroom. I got about halfway done with my bedroom today, but I'm exhausted, so it's quitting time. Around 6 o'clock, I'll usually stop working on a project and cook dinner. I make salads most nights of the week. I believe vegetables are very healthy and they have many health benefits. I feel my best when I've eaten my veggies, and I love my salads. I start with mixed greens. I chop up bell peppers, avocados, tomatoes, or whatever veggies I have at the time. I also love harvest snaps, and I'm obsessed with the Green Goddess dressing from Trader Joe's right now. I cook mushrooms and asparagus in the air fryer and add them too. We don't have a Trader Joe's where I live, so I'll buy several bottles of this dressing whenever I go visit my oldest son or my daughter, and then I'll freeze them. Bon appetit! After dinner, I'll work on a jigsaw puzzle for a while. I love puzzles. Supposedly, working on puzzles improves memory and increases focus. Then I'll watch some TV and maybe do a Sudoku puzzle or a combination of these. I live a pretty low-key life. Then whenever I get sleepy, it's time to get ready for bed. I can go to bed whenever I want and I don't have to set an alarm clock. I've only had to set my alarm a couple times since I retired, when I had an early morning flight or when I had an appointment. So that was one day in my retired life. It was a good day. Almost all days in retirement are good. Every day is different, but I've been consistent with doing two things. One is focusing on my health, and the other is working on strengthening my relationships with friends and family. I hike, walk, do core strengthening, use my treadmill, and work in my yard. I go to lunch with my retired friends 2 or 3 times a month, and I hike with one of my friends at least once a week. We get to gab all the way down the mountain. And I get together with former colleagues once every few months. I talk to my adult children often. I play with my grandkids as much as possible, and I take road trips out of town to see my adult kids that live out of town and my grandbabies at least once a month. I also read, write, garden, do jigsaw puzzles, work on projects, babysit my grandkids in town, and manage my retirement portfolio. I do the grocery shopping, I do my chores, I record YouTube videos like I'm doing right now. I cook healthy meals, I travel out of town a couple times a month, and I take vacations a couple times a year. I think the important thing is to do something every day and not just sit around. Honestly, I don't know how I ever had enough time to work, so don't stop moving. In retirement, you don't have to work anymore, but you do want to keep busy. Don't stop trying new things. Don't stop taking on new challenges. Just don't stop. If you're retired, what does your typical day look like? If you want to share, feel free to leave a comment. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in early retirement, consider subscribing. I'm going to leave you with a quote. We forget that waking up each day should be the first thing we're grateful for. Hope to see you again soon.